So I want to talk to you a little bit about deferred gratification. It's important to understand this because deferred gratification is how you're actually going to create a lot of success for yourself. If you want instant gratification, you go out and you borrow money to buy a home, to buy a car, to buy your furniture, to buy everything, and you get yourself in a lot of debt, and you end up just making interest payments on everything and never ending up having anything. And many people, they don't stay in their same house, so they go to a new one and another one and another one, and any equity they would have had in the house they used. And I know this from personal experience in my old days because that's the way I used to live. Since moving to Baja and meeting my wife, she's kind of the opposite. She's a hoarder. She keeps everything. I think she has the first peso or penny, if you want to talk in dollar terms, that she ever made. And it was good for me because I like to spend money and drive nice cars and have nice things and everything. And even though I've always made good money, I never had anything of worth because we were always spending it, going on vacations, on cars, on boats, on everything. Now, in a short few years, about 5-6 years, we've accumulated a fairly substantial amount of net worth, so much so that I don't even have to work anymore. And it's amazing to me because the difference really is simply just taking care of the money that's given to you and not borrowing to buy things. Yeah, we borrowed to buy our house from the people that sold it to us, but we paid it off in less than 3 years. And we didn't buy the biggest fancy oceanfront home there was. We bought a home that needed a lot of work, and we put money into it and fixed it up and did what we had to do to make it livable. And as money came in, we've added on to it and made it larger to accommodate the family and everything. But it's not a big, fancy oceanfront dream house, although it is a nice house, and we are very blessed to have it. And in regards to the house itself, just a little story with it. When we were first together looking for properties, my wife told me many times that you're not going to find anybody that's going to carry a loan for you. And I was like, no, we'll find something. And I had faith in it because I knew, my faith was in God. It was rooted in Him. Long and short is, one day a house came up, and it was the one that we have. And I said, well, let's go take a look at it. And she went, just because she always does. And when I was in it, God was like, this is your house. I was like, oh, okay. And I believed Him, and I told my wife that. And we'd had no money to buy it. We had some money for a down payment, and that was about it. And I tried to figure out a way to do it with bank loan and different things. And down here it's impossible to get bank loans. So long and short is, in the end, we made our offer with very low down payment, making payments each month for 3.5 years. Again, we paid it off in less than 3. And they accepted. And so it's just like God said, it's your house. So then we had to put some money into it, and we really didn't have the money to put into it, but somehow, some way, and this is where God's the great provider, we had enough money to finish the kitchen and bathrooms and put tile in it and basically make it livable. Over the course of the 7 or 8 years we've owned the house, it's been kind of an ongoing project and living in a mess a lot of the times, but it's ours. And not only this property, but we have a couple of other properties that we own outright. And I never borrowed a penny again. When we bought cars, we paid cash for them. We didn't buy the biggest fancy car. I drive a Toyota Prius. And long and short is, it's better than being in debt. So that's the whole point, is deferred gratification. That's where you can create wealth and success and have things that are worth it. And if you seek first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, that's one of the principles Jesus teaches, is not to get into debt, not to be a debtor. So long and short is, it's very, very important to do that.